In this screencast, I'm going to walk you through the top placement ads TPA on Google Search channel. And so you get here by clicking on marketing, then top placement ads, then TPA on Google Search. Now keep in mind, if you're not running ads on TPA on Google Search, then you're not going to see this subtab here. These subtabs here for these different channels, such as Bing Search, Google Shopping, Bing Shopping, these only appear and are only available if you're actually running ads and campaigns in those particular channels. If not, they won't be here. So if you don't have the Google Search channel, it just simply means you don't have your campaign set up and running yet. But once you do, this will be appeared. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in now. What you're going to have when you click on TPA on Google Search are some additional subtabs below that. You have campaigns, ad groups, keywords, and ads. And it's exactly what you'd think it would be. So within the TPA on Google Search, if I wanted to see my ads, I would just simply click on ads, scroll down, and you'll see all of your ads. And you'll actually be able to see all the metrics for those particular ads and how they're specifically performing. You can see which ads are driving you the most conversions, which is in this column here. Conversions are your either your leads or your online purchases, depending on the type of business that you have, or a combination of both. So if you're generating leads and conversions on online sales, you can click the eye icon, and it'll give you an itemized breakout of your different types of conversions. Otherwise, you'll just see the grand total here. You can see your conversion rate here. You can see your average cost per conversion here. You can see your fuel that you've spent on those ads, your overall revenue generated. Now keep in mind, revenue will only be appearing if you have an e-commerce store with e-commerce tracking set up. So that basically what Marketing 360 will do is pull in all of your online sales and track those so you can see how you're performing from a revenue and ROI perspective. If you don't have an e-commerce store, you won't have this column. You'll just simply focus on the total conversions column here, which is the number of leads that you're generating, and also the average cost per conversion, which is going to be your cost per lead. Cost per lead is what you want to track for a lead generation business. Make sure that's meeting your goals. Now you'll notice the color coding here, green. This indicates that you are at or above the desired metrics. You can set these settings up within the settings of Marketing 360. So you can set your goal for your cost per lead or cost per conversion. And you can also set an ROI goal. And so if you do that, you'll have this color coordination like this. If it's not at the benchmark goal, it'll be yellow. That'll indicate something that you may want to focus on to improve. Either you want to modify your ad copy or make some other adjustments to help that particular ad or campaign reach its objective so that you have the best results overall. On the Ads tab here, you'll see you can click to view the landing page here. So if you click here, it will just simply open up a new tab to that landing page, whatever that might be. And so that's just a quick walkthrough of the overall Ads tab. If I click into the Keywords tab, I'll see all of the keywords that I'm running ads for within the TPA on Google Search channel. And so over here, you'll see all of your keywords. Now, of course, this is just a demo account, so you're seeing keyword A, keyword B, keyword C. This would, of course, be more relevant to you, though. It would be your particular keywords. So if I was a roofing company, for example, this keyword here might be roofing company. This one might be gutter repair, and that sort of a deal on the way down. And then over here, you can see the same metrics, how many conversions you've received from each of the particular keywords, the conversion rates, and the cost per conversion, and the revenue, if you have revenue tracking set up and you're an e-commerce store. You'll see all of those metrics there, which is pretty powerful. You can also see for each keyword, you can click this compare icon, and it'll give you some compare metrics of what you are paying per average cost per click compared to your competitors that are also running ads for that same keyword. This is nice information to have just to see if you're paying below average, average, or higher than average. Get an understanding of that. This can be powerful information to understand. Also, you can see search terms. So for every keyword, such as if this was roofing company, there would be search terms associated to that, which are variations of that term. So you could have roofing companies, best roofing company, those sorts of things would be search terms that could potentially be triggering your ads for that particular keyword. So to see these, if you just click the arrow, it will just dive down into those particular actual search terms, and you can see what that looks like. You can also see negative terms by clicking the negative sub-tab here under keywords. And so when you click on keywords, you have keywords, actual search terms, and negatives. So that's those are some different subtabs that you can dive into there. Ad groups is going to show you a snapshot of all of your ad groups and how those are performing overall. You can dive down into each ad group's keywords and ads over here on the right-hand side by clicking these arrows here. So I can see for this ad group A, I have 2 keywords and 1 ad, and I can click down to see what those are here. Campaigns is going to be the highest level metric, which is going to tell you every campaign you have running. And so if you wanted to dive into one campaign in complete depth, you could click campaigns here. You'd see all of your campaigns in each row here. Over here, I could see I have 3 ad groups for this particular campaign. I could click the arrow. It would take me into those ad groups here. Then I could say for this particular ad group, I want to see, which 2 keywords it's running. So I could click there, and I could see the 2 keywords there. Or I could go back for that ad group, and I could click to see what the ad looks like. I could click there, and I would see the ad. So the right-hand arrows over here are nice because it allows you to drill down into those campaigns all the way down to the keyword and ad level and gain a full understanding of how everything is set up and performing. Now from the campaigns tab, you can also see for each campaign it has different settings. So you have general, ad schedule, locations, devices. You can click on any of these to dive down into the metrics for that campaign as well. So if I wanted to see the ad schedule for this particular campaign, I could click ad schedule there, and it would give me the ad schedule and when those campaigns and ads are running. I can also navigate to devices here and locations, which areas am I targeting geographically, and that sort of a thing for each campaign. So pretty powerful stuff. Other things you could do, you can select date ranges, you can select compare to ranges. If you select a compare to range, you'll have this plus icon here. Just expand that open and you can see the comparison metrics from one period to another. You also have this more insights drill down tab you can click on. That'll give you the different device types and click types that you have received for the particular campaign and the metrics on those. So pretty powerful stuff there. Percent visibility, that is a metric that tells you how many people are seeing your ads. So in this campaign example, 91.64% of people that are searching for the keywords that are inside of this campaign are seeing the ads. This is a really good metric here. Anything above 80% is good, above 90% is very good. Below that tells you that probably not as many people as you'd like are seeing your ads. So they're searching for the keywords that you're advertising to, but they're just simply not seeing your ads because your ads aren't able to run long enough because your budget is too low. So to increase your percent visibility and be seen more, you'll want to increase your budget. If you don't have budget to increase, some other ideas would be to drill down into the campaign, such as this example here. I could drill down and I could see of these ad groups, maybe there's one ad group inside of here that's taking away budget that's not doing well, that I could actually pause. And if you pause that particular campaign, it will basically funnel more budget into the campaign overall and increase your percent visibility, which can be really powerful. So obviously there's a lot of depth that can be covered within the TPA on Google Search channel and all of these sub-channels. And so make sure that you communicate with your marketing executive, talk about the campaign. If you're looking at your keywords and ads and have suggestions for improvement, we really look to you for collaboration and a partnership to ensure that we are delivering the most targeted and relevant campaigns possible so that you're getting the best return on investment that you can. So make sure that you communicate with us, look at the data, see if there's things and ideas that you have to share. And if you want to learn more about Marketing 360 in general, make sure to follow help.marketing360.com for more screencasts like this. Also follow us on social media. Facebook /Marketing360, YouTube.com /Marketing360. There's a lot of content that will help build your knowledge around some of these things, but really lean on your marketing executive to grow your knowledge base and understand Marketing 360 every single day further and further. Knowledge is power. Thanks.